It's 3:07 a.m. You shift your shoulder 1 inch, and your cat shifts with you instantly, like they were listening the whole time. The couch is empty, the window ledge is warm, the house is quiet, and yet your cat is here, pressed against you, close enough that their whiskers tickle your skin. Most people tell you it's just comfort, but the uncomfortable truth is, if it were only comfort, your cat wouldn't be so precise about where they sleep, because tonight, your cat isn't just choosing a spot. Your cat is choosing a strategy. And by the end of this video, you'll be able to tell which one your cat is running. The heater, the anchor, or something far more surprising. A silent nighttime security system built around you. The common belief is simple. Your cat sleeps next to you because you're warm, because you're soft, because you're familiar. Some people call it attention seeking. Others call it habit. The cat learned the bed is allowed, and now the bed is theirs. And yes, warmth matters. Cats do like stable heat. But here's the problem. If warmth were the main reason, your cat would consistently pick the warmest object in the territory, not the most unpredictable one. You move, you roll over, you breathe differently. You get up, you change the entire landscape every few minutes. A sun patch doesn't do that. So why would your cat choose the one sleeping platform that can suddenly stand up and walk away? That question is where the psychology begins. Because to a cat, sleep isn't just rest. Sleep is risk. When your cat sleeps, the world gets louder. Their reaction time slows. Their eyes are closed. Their muscles soften. For an animal built to hunt and to avoid being hunted, that's not a small thing. And this is the first science reveal. Many cats don't treat you like a pillow. They treat you like a safe base. Behavioral researchers have tested cats using a setup adapted from attachment science. The same basic logic used to study how infants respond to a caregiver. In one widely discussed secure base test, cats were placed in a novel room, briefly separated from their caregiver, and then reunited. The majority didn't just cling or flee. They showed patterns consistent with secure attachment behavior, comfort on reunion, and a return to balanced exploration. In that sample, about 64% of kittens and about 66% of adult cats were categorized as securely attached. Now connect that to your bedroom. At night, the house changes. Sounds outside shift, shadows move, doors click with temperature. The territory is technically the same, but psychologically, it becomes less predictable. So your cat does something that looks emotional, but functions like biology. They move toward the secure base, they move toward you. But that still doesn't explain the weirdest part, because if this is about safety, why does your cat sometimes choose the most exposed positions of all? Your pillow, your chest, the open side of your body where they're not even covered. That seems backwards. Until you understand what your cat is really collecting from you at night. And this is where it gets interesting. Your cat isn't only using your warmth. Your cat is using your information. Think about it. If your cat sleeps near your head, they're not choosing the coziest real estate. They're choosing the highest data zone on your entire body. Your breath, the tiny changes in your face, the sound of your eyes opening, the first micro movement that happens before you sit up. If your cat sleeps at your feet, it can look less affectionate, but often it's more tactical. Feet are the doorway side for many beds, the exit side, the place your body moves first when you get up. It's a tripwire position. And if your cat sleeps pressed into your ribs, that's the safe wall strategy. One side protected by your body, the other side facing the room. Different spots, same theme. Your cat is mapping the night around you. But there's a deeper layer most owners miss, because it's invisible. Scent. Your cat doesn't just live in a home. Your cat lives in a scent world. And researchers are starting to show just how specific that scent world is. In a controlled study on domestic cats and human odor, Researchers presented cats with samples from their owner, from an unfamiliar person, and a blank control. The cats spent significantly longer sniffing the unfamiliar human odor, classic novelty detection. But what mattered wasn't only the sniffing. The study also recorded rubbing behavior after odor exploration, linking investigation to marking-like sequences and social scent processing. So your bed isn't just a bed, it's a headquarters. It's one of the strongest concentration zones of you in the entire territory. Fabric holding your daily odor signature, hair, skin cells, and the familiar chemical story your cat associates with stability. And here comes a question that creates a lot of curiosity. If your cat is so tuned into your scent, why do they sometimes leave the bed, patrol the house, and then come right back? Because your cat isn't choosing closeness once, they're running a loop, a nighttime circuit. You see a domestic cat as independent, a creature that can handle itself. But at night, your cat becomes something else. A risk manager. Some cats do a quick sweep, some listen at doors, some sit still like statues, staring at nothing. And then, when the territory checks out, they return to the safest signal in the house, you. But you still haven't heard the most surprising science moment. Because your cat's sleeping behavior isn't only about where they sleep, it's about how they wake. A study analyzing hundreds of publicly available videos of sleeping cats found a population-level bias. Roughly 65% of cats were observed sleeping on their left side. Researchers suggested this may relate to how the brain processes threats upon waking, favoring rapid spatial awareness and escape coordination. That sounds like a trivia fact until you realize what it means inside your bedroom. Your cat isn't only selecting comfort, your cat is selecting a launch position, a wake-up advantage. So when your cat chooses to sleep next to you, they're not just making a social choice, they're integrating you into a threat processing setup. Your movements become early warning cues. Your sudden wake-ups become a trigger that something changed. And this is where the story flips, because it's counterintuitive. You might assume your cat sleeps next to you to protect you. But for many cats, the hidden reason is almost the opposite. Your cat sleeps next to you so they can stop protecting themselves. In secure attachment patterns, the caregiver's presence helps regulate stress and allows the animal to return to normal behavior instead of staying in a prolonged alarm state. When your cat chooses you at bedtime, it can be a form of co-regulation. Your stability, letting their nervous system drop deeper into rest. That's why the body language looks so dramatic. The slow blink before they settle. The way they finally curl into a tight shape. The way the paws loosen. That's not just cute. That's a nervous system turning off its alarms. And now, you can understand something that used to feel confusing. Why your cat sometimes wants closeness, but not petting. They don't always want stimulation. They want proximity. Because proximity is the signal. Your cat is saying, this distance is safe, this scent is safe, this rhythm is safe. But there's one more twist, because not every cat does this, and that matters. In the same attachment research, not all cats showed secure patterns. Some appeared insecure, either avoiding contact, clinging, or staying stressed longer. That variation is a reminder that sleeping next to you is not just what cats do. It's individual. It's a relationship behavior. It's a choice. So if your cat sleeps next to you, night after night, you're not just being used for heat. You're being selected. Now, there's a moment you should never ignore, because this behavior can also change. And when it does, it can mean something. If your cat used to sleep beside you and suddenly stops, don't jump to one dramatic conclusion. Sometimes it's simple. The season changed and the bed is too warm. A new noise outside makes a different room feel safer. A new pet shifts the social map of the home. Even a new detergent can alter scent comfort more than you'd think. But sudden, consistent change can also be a quiet sign of discomfort. A cat with joint pain may stop jumping onto the bed. A cat with illness may seek isolation. A cat under stress may choose a tighter hiding place where they can control the environment. Cats rarely announce their problems with obvious symptoms first. Often, they reroute. They change their sleep location. They change their proximity. They change the places they use to feel safe. So if the change is abrupt and comes with other subtle differences, less appetite, less grooming, more hiding, unusual irritability, it's worth treating it as information and checking in with a veterinarian. Because in cat psychology, location is language, and your cat speaks it fluently. Now come back to the opening scene. It's still 3:07 a.m. The house is silent. You move your shoulder, and your cat moves with you. And now you know why. Your cat isn't only seeking comfort. Your cat is anchoring to your scent map because you smell like the center of the territory. Your cat is using you as a secure base because your presence makes their nervous system relax enough to truly sleep. And your cat is choosing a position, head, ribs, feet, not randomly, but as a strategic way to collect information and control how the night feels. So the next time your cat curls up beside you, don't just think, "Oh, they're being sweet." Hear the deeper message. I trust this territory because you're in it. If this changed how you see your cat, subscribe to the channel. And tonight, watch carefully. Does your cat choose your head, your chest, or your feet? And do they switch positions after the lights go out? Tell me in the comments where they start and where they end.